Hey guys, this is Emmy from UndrogChance.com and welcome back to my MLB betting model predictions and projections for Saturday, August 17th. Yesterday, beating the closing line 5-0 again and losing day, unfortunately. But again, beating the closing line most of the time, which is still good indicator in the long run. So let's go to today's games. I'm a little bit late. It is still weekend here. I have a lot of other work as well. There is a lot of new sports are coming. I will probably finish negative this season. So what was my money management? I already mentioned this at the start of the season, also in our Discord group. I cut the bankroll. I have separate bankrolls for different sports, of course, and the biggest is baseball. I cut it at half at the start of the seasons. Half is in other investments in bitcoins because I believe that bitcoins will also make some profit in next year or so. In 2025, I think there will be much there. This will be, I believe, a good year. That's why I wanted to make some extra profit with sports betting. There is still a lot of time and chance until the end of the season, until the end of the year. I still have a lot of other betting models, esports, and other things. I will probably work a little bit more to fill this gap, but still there is still a lot of games. I will try to minimize this, but I will keep going. So this is 22 percent of my initial bankroll from baseball. Also, Bitcoin is right now a little bit down, but I have the time, I have patience, so I'm playing the long game, and this will come back. Of course, I will cover this. But again, as I said, still other indicators shows that this is still a good betting model. It is a still good strategy. I see a lot of bettors jump quickly to new strategies, and even when they make profit. I don't know, for example, with NFL or some other sports where they have good betting model, good strategy that is working, that made profits, and then with the new season, because of excitement, they want to change something. I think that changing must be always a little bit more conservative when you make big changes. Of course, small changes are necessary, okay? But in the long run, of course, you need to see bigger sample size, okay? So I will keep doing again because most of the time I'm on the right side. Just the results are still not there, and I hope the results will also come. But as I said, there is a lot of other sports, and I will also work a little bit more in next month, so to cover this. And one, what is also very important to say, this is something I also always say in my courses. Also, in my if you have Ultimate Modern Better, if you watch, this is something I always put a lot of attention. Anyone who bets on sports should fix first financial problems, because when you bet and you don't need to pay the bills with sports betting money, it is much easier to stay calm, to stay focused in the long run. And another very important point is that sports betting is not active income, passive income. A lot of people think. I see a lot of retired people. They say, "I'm retired right now. I want." So I don't have any savings, and I want to make money with sports betting. I think if you do this, it is also important that you spread this money through other investments, and sports betting should always be one part of your investments. I'm not saying that you will not make a profit, but as Warren Buffett said, never put all eggs in one basket. And even inside sports betting, it is okay to have, of course, the market where you are the best. Baseball is for me for years, so I do this for 20 years, baseball, right? And baseball is still my main sport, but I also have other sports where I make my own bets and I make profit. There is a lot of opportunities in esports, which I think is not that sharp, and also some other sports. If you put some work in, and you can also make profit. Okay, so this is very very important. that you have overall financial strategy how to do this. So before the season starts or at the start of the year, you say, okay, I have this money, so some money will go into the stocks or is in this in the stocks. Some money is in crypto, not crypto, but Bitcoin is the safest option. Also, Ethereum, Solana. Okay, you can also spread some percentage of this in other cryptocurrencies, but 95% of them will fail. So it is a risky game, and also in other investments in business and so on. And one part of this is sports betting. So this is the best strategy that you can have. Okay, and then sports betting becomes much easier because with sports betting you can make a lot of money in terms of percentage in short period of time. It can be 10 times better than stock market, for example, or 5 times 8 times better than stock market annually, right? And then you can move this money into less risk assets. This is what I teach. This is something I recommend because this strategy say changed my life basically, right? Because then I could survive negative month, negative days, negative season, right? If you don't have overall financial strategy, then it is always a big problem. I always recommend that you go through all these things and build overall financial strategy before you even place bets. Of course, 95% of people will not listen to this, but I can tell you that this changed my life. Okay, so if I was living only from sports betting. So the sports betting was the only income stream for me. That was around 15, 16 years ago. I was lucky back then because I made enough. Then I started reinvesting. But it was very risky game because if you need to pay bills with high risky game, which sports betting is, then you are playing a really risky game. And as I said, a lot of people think that sports betting is a passive income, so that people will make money without any effort, without passion for analyzing games. This is not going to happen because if you look for passive incomes, it is much better to invest in stock market or in bitcoins. Okay, with stock market, if we look SP 500, this is like 8 to 10% if we take taxes as well. So you have annually 8% to 10% annually, right? Which is basically 8 to 10 units from sports betting, right? Which is not that great profit in terms, but it is much safer, right? So, and at the same time, you don't need to do anything, right? So you just put money there, and after 1 year or after 5 years, better after 10 years, um, an average annual growth is around 8 to 10%, right? So you will make profit, and also you can get dividends and so on. This is passive income, so you don't do anything, but you basically sleep and money grows, right? Or if you create a business from sports betting profits, there is other things as well you can invest. But this is very simple example. This is true passive income, right? When it comes to sports betting is not passive income, okay? Because people think that they will sleep at night, they will take the picks from some other people, and this is how they will make plus 50 or plus 100% in 1 year. This is not how the things work in sports betting, because sports betting is always changing. It is a competition, a relative competition against others, and you need to outperform others, okay? Sometimes you need to improve, sometimes, and every single day you need to make a bet, and nobody else can do it for you, okay? Because we know that bookmakers will limit you if you start making more money, and if you don't have access to good bookmakers, you will have problems with this. So you cannot just take money from 200 subscribers and bet on these games, right? This would be ideal. This would be perfect business idea for passive income. If you could give your money to some bettor, and then you would basically get the same price, the same odds, everything the same money management, like him, because he would bet for himself and also for you. But this is something nobody likes to do, because successful bettors, they already have some problems with bookmakers, and you can make, depends where you live, depends on the sports books, and if you play the long game you can make profits, but this would be passive income. So sports betting is not passive income. Okay, so everyone is solo in this game, and this is a game like this, right? So you try to outperform others, and at some point you need to improve. You need to up your game, and that's why it is important to have you have the room for mistakes, because then you can improve, and then you can win in the long run again. Back then, when I my only income stream was sports betting, it was a big, not big problem, but it was very stressful, because I could make a lot of money in, let's say, short period of time, but then I also had 3 negative months, and of course then I lost confidence. I didn't know if I'm doing everything okay, and it was much stressful. Right now, even if I have right now negative season, it is still just small percentage of my overall financial portfolio. I have the strategy from the start. I know what to do later, even if this will be negative season. So I will reorganize, and then I will use other sports to make profits, and then go back to reinvestments and so on. It is always a long game, and this is how I believe you can survive this. Okay, so I'm not. I'm betting for, as I said, 25 years, and this is, I believe, the best and the most sustainable way, so you can also stay healthy and sane in this game. Okay, I a lot of times I see sports bettors, they bet, they also make money, but they don't seem like they live good life or happy life or healthy life. And one of the reasons is this, because sports betting is stressful. Okay, as I said, you can beat the closing line, you have all the numbers analyzed, everything is great. So you bet at, let's say, plus 103, the closing line is plus 110. You know you made a good bet, but the team still lose. Bullpen maybe sucks, maybe closer, blew the game or something like that. You don't have in control these things, and you still need to grind and so on. Okay, so let's go to projections. As I said, Toronto, Chicago Cubs. This is the first game which will start soon. So I will not comment this. Miami Mets, there is no value based on my projections. Miami 36.50%, Mets 63.50%. So those are the things, as I said, every sports bettor should understand. And I'm not talking about building a betting model or how to create a profitable betting model, because this is another thing. But every single sports bettor should know how to read these numbers. Those are the basics. Okay, if you have a profitable betting model, this is another topic. But to read these numbers, this is, I think, the basic that every sports bettor should understand. Okay, Washington, Philadelphia, Gore against Christopher Sanchez. Not enough value based on my projections. Maybe small value with Philadelphia. Kansas, Cincinnati, Vac against Lodolo. Lefty against righty. I have Cincinnati at minus 143. Bookmakers minus 122. So maybe small value with Cincinnati. Boston, Baltimore. Belo against Povich. Based on my projections, there's not enough value in full game, but I found the value in first 5 innings. Boston small run line at 2 units, because my betting model gives better chance to Brian Belo against Povich. We can check this here. Yeah, but simply better. He's simply better pitcher, better numbers. He goes deeper into the game, and so on. Okay, so this is where Boston, I think, we can have the advantage. Minnesota, Texas. I didn't see the odds, but I think the odds will be pretty same. San Francisco, Oakland. I found small value with Oakland, but back then there was still not value at plus 121. I didn't check the latest odds, but I would also stay away from the odds close to the game, because um, then you should always understand that you are not smarter than the closing odds. Okay, so our best chance is to make analysis earlier and bet earlier, and then of course you can track it how you are doing against this. Okay, White Sox Houston. This was yesterday. The biggest plus CLV, or closing line value number. Unfortunately, Houston lost against the White Sox. And in today's game, there's also small value with Houston. They're a better team, so they might bounce back from yesterday, but not good odds, and also not qualified. Cleveland, Milwaukee, no value. Dodgers, St. Louis, small value with St. Louis. Again, based on my betting model, they should be a little bit smaller underdog, but those numbers are very close. San Diego, Colorado. I have San Diego minus 212, bookmakers minus 196. So I don't see a lot of value. And Atlanta Angels, I think the odds are completely fair. So I would stay from these games. Okay. Again, I hope you got some ideas, some views. Whatever you decide to take, I wish you good luck. And always remember, never blindly follow anyone, including me. Always focus on your betting knowledge. Always focus on how you can make your analysis through the numbers to find positive expected value. And this is your best chance in the long run. And always remember that if you want to make money, you also need to understand money. So when you start betting, set overall financial strategy, which should also include other assets, not only sports betting, and sports betting should be part of it. Okay, and then each year you can decide in which direction this strategy will go. I will just give you an example. If you can, one year you can decide maybe there will be recession, maybe there will be some economic crisis, something like that, right? People can move this money and then buy real estates. Maybe you can go a little bit more with sports betting, and then rebuy these stocks and so on, because you want to buy stocks when they are down, right? Because world's economy is going up. So if you can do this, if you can have bigger picture about your finances, then sports betting can become much easier, and it is easier to make right place, even if they are not winning at a short period of time, or even if 1 month or maybe in one season. But in the long run, if you have overall financial plan, it is much easier to stay in the game for years. Okay, for years, for 10, 15, 20 years. And sports betting must become part of you. This is what I believe. It doesn't need to be part of you, but I believe that sports betting, in terms of looking for positive expected value, should become part of you. So you can say, okay, I'm a father, I'm a businessman, I am a writer, I don't know, athlete, and I don't know, good partner, and I'm also sports bettor. Let's say I have a job or whatever, and this is one part of your identity. And each day you set 1 to 2 hours for sports betting, and then you see how much money this can bring to you, and if this even makes sense in the long run. This is how I did it, but it should always be around your overall life, because I love this quote: build build sports betting around your life, not your life around sports betting. Okay, this is one of the best quotes. It comes from business quote. I don't know who is the author of this quote, but it goes like this: build business around your life, not your life around business. Okay, and then I implemented this for sports betting, which is basically the same. So build sports betting around your life, not your life around sports betting. Okay, sports betting should be part of your overall financial strategy. Okay, and then it is much easier. So that's it from me today. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.